Welcome to 4.6, The Maleficent. As a reminder, this type is motivated by seeing others in pain with the intent to dominate those they perceive as weak. They often present with a Dr. and Jekyll and Mr. Hyde persona, at times appearing deeply empathetic and even highly intelligent. They respect those who actually respect them, but the moment someone crosses them, that mask will drop. They become vengeful, strip any sense of humanity towards anyone who defies them. They want to see others suffer because they believe that suffering is deserved. In childhood, they likely experience authoritarian parenting and most likely often witnessing violence or cruelty without any sense of justice. Vulnerability was punished and toughness or participation in cruelty was rewarded. As adults, it eventually becomes this volatile dictator archetype. They may overlap with the zealot or inquisitor types, especially when they target specific groups by class, gender, race, nationality, or belief. Perhaps one of the most iconic profiles of this is Genghis Khan. Enemies actually poisoned his father at age 9. Then he was expelled from his own tribe, learning to survive on his own. In his teenage years, he and his wife was abducted and put into slavery until he found a way to escape. His line 4 allowed him to create an army of supporters and forge alliances with heads of important tribes that allowed him to rise in power. As a line 6, it allowed him to easily disconnect emotionally. And when distorted, that detachment mutates into superiority. He wanted to force respect while eliminating smaller tribes that were constantly going to war. It is suspected that he is responsible for the reduction of the entire world population by as much as 11%. And it is believed that about 0.5% of the current population carry his genetic line. He was also a quad split, which is very rare in combination with that line 6. It creates this internal fragmentation where they need external input or other people to feel integrated. But because of their mistrust or need for control, he would often choose enemies that stood up against him, taking their boldness as honesty. Astrologically, this is the shadow side of Scorpio. Even though Khan's exact birth time is unknown, he carried the presence of a dark Scorpio rising, magnetic, strategic, and relentless. In its shadow, it becomes consumed by power, control, and vengeance. He understood human psychology so deep that he actually could weaponize it as a tool in war. Now, this type could change if they tap into the Scorpion self-awareness or trigger some level of integrity, but this pattern runs way too deep for surface type therapies. Cognitive tools will not work. Healing will come through somatic and depth work methods like somatic experiencing, internal family systems, or Jungian analysis. It needs to be a method that honors control and intensity while slowly teaching the body and the psyche that safety does not require domination or vengeance. So make sure to follow and stay tuned. I got 7 more to go, and the Zealot is up next.